Giants and the Seattle Seahawks.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's go, D. Check 37. Check 37. Green, triple team. Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, that was dangerous.
Winston's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up
well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down
Taken
now.
down back at the 34-yard line.
Mike's ready. Blue ready. Mike's 5-4. No chance. Hey, watch Sam. Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 6-man.
Play action now. Winston. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Sweat brought him down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's brought down.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield setting up the screen for Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Mayfield's pass.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
The open man is Smith. Well, they deemed it four-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort.
First down,
but on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
It's a
10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Giants.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
They go play action. Mayfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On third down, Winston. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Now Winston on fourth down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
They'll take over first down and goal to go at the 10-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9, second and goal. They try again with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on first and second down, and it's first and second and goal. And then on third down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 54's Mike.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Flushed out right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Man out. 5 on the 50. 55 on the 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
5-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
34-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake. Winston. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Cut.
From the gun, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. The 20, 10, Touchdown, Giants. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
On for the extra point.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off,
14.
I mean, let's face it,
Seahawks,
that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Devon Hamilton in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long for Winston. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Mayfield's and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Giants 21, Seahawks nothing.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Come out here, come get some.
The drive starts with a run by White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Hey, alert 33. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
back to the ground. This time Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down. Good for 28.
And the Giants first down.
Mayfield on 1st down. Open man. Completes it to Smith-Schuster. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people out.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Cook. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Andy Janovich, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Giants 28, Seahawks nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, 1st time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Following the interception, Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Seahawks nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down. McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Tackled by Ndamukong Suh.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
First and 10.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He'll buy some time right. And that's incomplete.
Winston on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Back now in Seattle, Washington. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line.
And that's good.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Winston. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
I got homies that can sleep without tooth. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel. I got
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A full start backs him up 5, first and 15. Here's Winston. Buying time to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5-yard
line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Now Winston. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Winston now. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch the whip. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hey, Mike,
From the 39, Mayfield. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant
Mayfield's
touchdown.
pass complete to number 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster with his second touchdown of the
New
game,
York.
number 7 on the year. And
Graham
the Giants
Gano
are able to
on
grow
the
their
extra point.
lead. And that'll
The
increase
kick
their
is
lead to
good.
28.
Makes the score Giants 42, Seahawks 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Eric
Winston's
Harris who
pass,
picks it, and he is going to get this
intercepted
one
by
back
the
to the 20-yard
They'll
line.
take over first and 10.
Facing this
at the
fourth quarter
20-yard
deficit,
line.
felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
And this will be caught. And the carnage
Mayfield's
continues.
pass
It's
complete to
another
number 11,
touchdown.
Bobby Anderson.
Well, they mentioned this week,
Touchdown,
Charles, they had a
New
couple
York.
kinks on offense that they wanted to
Graham
fix.
Gano
I would say they're
on
pretty
the
well
extra
fixed.
point.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in
His
this
kick
one. And if I'm
is
the
good.
defensive coordinator,
Makes the
I'm done
score
with this, right?
Giants
I have
49,
no answers for anything. In
Seahawks
fact, I'll
14.
probably send a note to the clock operator.
Graham
Let it
Gano
run.
set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own.
Here's the
19-yard
Seattle
line.
offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
Winston's
For a
pass
lot of coaches,
intended for
be honest,
Christian
don't
McCaffrey.
forget today.
Incomplete.
Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
11
more yards that go around, a first down as well. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, just like last play.
4 yards.
On first and 10, Winston. And this will be incomplete.
Winston's
Physical
pass
play on the football
intended
there,
for
and it's second
Stephon
down.
Diggs.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he knocks the
Winston's
ball
pass
away, and it falls
intended for
incomplete.
Tyrell Williams.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all
A.J.
afternoon,
Boye
but
on
they've
the
had
coverage.
trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second
First
of
and
their
10
three
at the
timeouts,
34-yard line.
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Let's get it together.
Jameis now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take
The utter
over
domination
first and
here
10
just
at
continues.
their
This
own
defense, I don't know what
21-yard
more
line.
we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
First throw now for the backup, Allen. Steps away to his left. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 28 yards on that one. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Final score, Giants,
Charles,
49.
it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and
14.
put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.